make things extremely difficult, even more difficult for South Africa as they try to progress.
Yeah, and when Duckworth-Lewis comes into play, it often favours the team that are batting second, so you'll often find that captains will want to win the toss and have a bowl. And I'm afraid I live in Brighton and Hove, which is kind of 40-50 miles east of the coast, down the coast towards the east, and it rained pretty consistently on my drive in this morning. So hopefully that does swerve us. But the problem is once you come off and it's raining, you can't come back on until it stopped raining. You'll often see teams play through a little bit of rain, but as soon as you come off, you have to wait, unfortunately, until it stops raining and then a bit of clear up. As I said, it doesn't look too heavy at the moment. It's pretty light drizzle. The clouds are pretty bright. There's no kind of low-hanging, heavy-set clouds, but fingers crossed we'll have a game quicker than later.
Well, let's hope so. But the forecast isn't encouraging, but let's update you on the situation. Light rain at the moment has stopped play with South Africa. Put into bat 29 for 2 in 7.5 overs. Hashim Amla caught by Gale at slip off the bowling of Sheldon Cottrell, who also accounted for Aiden Markram, caught down the leg side by wicketkeeper Shea Hope. He went for 5, 2 wickets for Cottrell, 2 for 18. Kemar Roach coming into the team for the West Indies together with Darren Bravo in place of Evan Lewis and Andre Russell, who both been ruled out with injury. South Africa with 2 changes as well, with Aiden Markram replacing JP Duminy and Buren Hendricks replacing Tabrei Shamsi in their 11. The West Indies with 2 points from 2 matches before this one. South Africa no points from 3 matches, and it therefore means it's a pretty desperate situation for them, and not the best way to introduce Natalie Manus into our discussion with no play at the moment, but for South Africa, so important for them. Natalie, good morning to you. Once again, for them to recover from this, and with de Kock and du Plessis at the crease, they've got to now sit down in the dressing room, get their thoughts together, and be prepared for whenever they have to get back out there.
Morning, Fazir. Yeah, absolutely. And I think from South Africa's point of view, it's a sort of a very familiar situation that they've had, where Faf du Plessis and Quinton de Kock have had to do the recovering. Quinton de Kock has been in brilliant form, so has Faf du Plessis, but they've been in trouble so many times over that these two have had to do the recovery job so often. Generally, these two get South Africa out of trouble, but through this World Cup, it's been a little bit of a struggle, obviously, from South Africa's point of view. And with the weather around, I don't know if that's actually going to benefit them, because the stop-start nature of it could actually end up disrupting any kind of momentum that they might actually be able to put together. And that's a bit of a concern from South Africa's point of view. A shortened game as well, if we get to that stage, also might favour the West Indies. So if we get to a stage where we're even looking at possibly 20 overs aside, that favours the West Indies. So for South Africa, they've got a lot to think about and a lot of work ahead of them.
Can South Africa cope with any more disruptions than they've had already?
Oh gosh, it just doesn't seem to end, does it, from South Africa's point of view? They've had so many disruptions behind the scenes. They've had so many injuries as well, which has been a concern. Faf du Plessis yesterday was limping around with a knee problem as well, and no doubt the physio Craig Govender would have been having his heart in his mouth, and if it's not already out of his chest by now. I think from South Africa's point of view, though, another disruption, maybe it's just par for the course for them, and they just feel, well, this is all at home for them.
Well, maybe they might want to have a day on the golf course and really find out what is par for the course, just to relax. But certainly, when you think about it, Timal, I'm sure as a professional cricketer, you'd have your days when you're up, when you're down, you'd go through your low periods with your team. How do you get out of it as a cricketer when you're in a situation where it seems that everything seems to be conspiring against you, whether sometimes you create demons in your own minds, whether it's some issue off the field or issues on the field. How difficult is it to get out of that rut?
Yeah, it's a really good point, and I think it's really valuable, especially in a tournament scenario where you haven't got time, you don't have, you can't take a month away, or you don't have time to go and get back to basics in the nets and things like that. I experience the same type of things if I'm at the start of a T20 any competition somewhere in the
golf
world
course and really
bowling
find out what is
particularly
par for the
poorly or
course
not
just
feeling in
to
great
relax.
rhythm,
But
you don't have
certainly
time
when you think
to
about
work
it,
through. You
Tim,
need to try and
I'm
find a
sure
quick fix.
as a
So
professional
that's
cricketer,
the
you
thing
have
with
days
this
as well
player.
when you're
favours
down,
So there might be
you
somebody
go through your
South
low
Africa,
period
they've
with your
got
team.
lots of things
from
to
South
get
Africa, so you
on
might
with.
have
As a cricketer, when you're in a situation where it seems that
maybe Gary Kirsten or someone like that, someone
against you, but
someone that they
They've had
trust,
so many
so they can, have a Skype phone call or FaceTime or whatever,
injuries
and
as
maybe just
well,
have
which
half
has
an
been a
hour with
concern
and just
off the
discuss
field.
it. Someone that knows them, someone
how difficult is it to
that
get
they
out of that
trust
rut?
and that they value their opinion of.
The physio,
I'm sure that's
Craig
the case.
Gallagher would be
Tournaments,
having
when
his
you're
half
difficult
now,
time, you don't
he's
have
just
somebody
already
that
out of
you
his
can't
chest
take
by
a month
now.
away, or
I think
you
from
don't have the
South
time
Africa
to go
another
to South Africa, Euro
disruption.
basics in the
Maybe
head,
it's
things
just
like
part
that.
of
You
the
know,
course
it's
for
really
them.
not the
They're
same
still
much
well.
things. You're there for a reason at the start. You've been successful in the past, and what's amazing
on the golf course and really find out what's par for the course just to relax. But
I'm sure there's times like
when you
that
think
you
about
went
it,
through. You need to try and find a
sure
quick fix.
as a professional cricketer, you have days as well when you're down, you go through your low period with your team.
A little bit of motivation or inspiration to your game. There for a reason. You when you go successful in the past, and what's amazing success these guys get. Really find out what's par for the course just to relax. But I'm sure there's times like that you went through. You need to try and find a quick fix.
As a professional cricketer, you have days as well when you're down, you go through your low period with your team.
Inspiration to your game. There for a reason. You when you go successful in the past, and what's amazing success these guys get. Really find out what's par for the course just to relax. But I'm sure there's times like that you went through. You need to try and find a quick fix.
As a professional cricketer, you have days as well when you're down, you go through your low period with your team. As a cricketer,
Game. There for a reason. You when you go successful in the past, and what's amazing success these guys get. Really find out what's par for the course just to but I'm sure there's times like that you went through. You need to try and find a quick fix.
as a professional cricketer, you have days as well when you're down, you go through your low period with your team. As a cricketer,
Game. There for a reason. You when you go successful in the past, and what's amazing success these guys get. Really find out what's par for the
as a professional cricketer, you have days as well when you're down, you go through your low period with your team. As a cricketer,
Game. There for a reason. You when you go successful in the past, and what's amazing success these guys get. Really find out what's par for the
as a professional cricketer, you have days as well when you're down, you go through your low period with your team. As a cricketer,
Game. There for a reason. You when you go successful in the past, and what's amazing success these guys get. Really find out what's par for the
as a professional cricketer, you have days as well when you're down, you go through your low period with your team. As a cricketer,
There for a reason. You when you go successful in the past, and what's amazing success these guys get. Really find out what's par for the
as a professional cricketer, you have days as well when you're down, you go through your low period with your team. As a cricketer,
सुनहरी कहानी जो 28
There for a reason. You when you go successful in the past, and what's amazing success these guys get. Really find out what's par for the
as a professional cricketer, you have days as well when you're down, you go through your low period with your team. As a cricketer,
वर्ल्ड कप दिलाया है मैं कहानी जो मिलता हूं मैंने कहा युवराज सिंह तुम्हारे कारण हम वर्ल्ड चैंपियन हैं और जो मेडल मेरे गले में था वो तेरे कारण है और अगर युवराज सिंह की वो परफॉर्मेंस अगर हम निकाल दें तो मुझे लगता है कि मेडल के पास हम पहुंच सकते हैं। तो ही अनबिलीवेबल और इमोशनल मोमेंट, ना कि सिर्फ युवराज के लिए थी, हम सब के लिए थे, पूरे हिंदुस्तान के लिए थी। परफॉर्मेंस पहली बार निकाल दें तो मुझे लगता है कि मेडल हम जीत रहे थे 83 के बाद। अनबिलीवेबल और इमोशनल मोमेंट धीरे हमारे जहन में थी कि कभी हम ऐसा वर्ल्ड कप की ट्रॉफी हमारे हाथ में हो, सिर्फ युवराज के लिए थी, हम सब हमारे हाथ में हिंदुस्तान के लिए युवराज से निकाल दें।
आपने कहा 2007 में इतना प्रेशर नहीं था क्योंकि एक्सपेक्टेशन ज्यादा नहीं था फर्स्ट वर्ल्ड T20, तो ऐसे ही जाके सब खेल रहे थे।
हमारे जहन में
83 में भी मैं मानता हूं कि प्रेशर इतना नहीं था, गए थे और एक दिग्गज टीम थी, कोई एक्सपेक्ट नहीं कर रहा था कि भारत जीतेगी। 2011 का जो विन है वो मैं मानता हूं ये सबसे बड़ा ट्रायम्फ है इंडियन क्रिकेट में, क्योंकि तब उम्मीद ये थी कि जीतना चाहिए। तो प्रेशर इमेजिन कीजिए, घर में खेल रहे थे, 96 में हम घर में खेले थे और मुझे पता है कि किस तरह का प्रेशर होता है, खेल रहे थे, उम्मीदें होती थी और उसके ऊपर